Welcome back to KOSI. It was a bit of a stress in the run up to today's episode, let me tell you. I've only just made it, well, I was late.
Mate, the update of like an hour and 10 minutes into your journey is still in Wales is wild.
Honest, and it's not like I left late, I'm just going to put it out there. I left at 20 to 7, so I should have got here about 8:30, and I got rerouted all the time. I was on a one-track road. I could not believe I went over the bridge at 10 to 9.
Oh, that's so ridiculous, isn't it? That's so bad. What was it? Traffic? Car crash?
Yeah, I think there was a couple of... the weather's... Well, I don't know what it's been... You've been away. The weather's been shit, as everyone around here will know. Like, but windy, like storms and stuff. And I just think there's like people driving like twats, crashing their cars.
Yeah.
But nothing is going to get me down this week. I'm still smiling because do you know what's going on Saturday?
You tell the people.
I'm going to Ibiza. So I don't give a shit. I even got caught speeding this morning and I don't care. I don't care.
Oh, you love that Ibiza trip as well, don't you?
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. This week is hectic.
Yeah.
You know what it's like, back to back. And this is what happens when you've got a business before you go on holiday. It is like no other, isn't it? Yeah. But like nothing. I don't care how late I've got to work this week. I don't care like how crammed in it is. Like I'm on it. I even packed my suitcase on Sunday with all my clothes. I tried on all my outfits, packed them because I knew I was going to be so busy. Yeah.
I mean that is what it's like with running your own business.
It's really, that's why sometimes I don't want to take time off. Do you find you get like that?
The guilt. I get the guilt.
Yeah.
I get the guilt and then I overcompensate the week before and I think I overcompensate a little bit the week after.
You have to though.
Yeah, you do. Because
like how busy are you now?
Yeah, flat out. I mean, if I'm honest with you, it's a really good problem to have, right?
Yeah.
Because actually a lot of it is like billable work. If I was just busy doing BD or like slogging out outreach or...
Well, some of it is BD, it's just you've had income and stuff.
It's been incoming, which has been nice.
Yeah.
But I think at the moment, July was one of the best months I've had since running embedded ops on all fronts, like cash, number of clients invoiced, all the work was fun, it was all good. Then I had jury duty and then I had the holiday.
August was horrible.
August was not nice. Then I had the holiday. The in between jury duty and holiday, I knew the holiday was coming. We had the stress about booking the holiday because we won't talk about that because I think Cheryl would leave me if we talk about
Yeah, don't talk about it,
But yeah, we had the stress of booking the holiday and then eventually got it booked. And then all that week I did like, some days it was like 6 a.m. in the office through to like do bedtime with the kids some nights and then come back in the office, work till midnight. And then now I'm back. Yesterday, same thing. I was in Cheryl put the kids to bed. I had to pick them up because she was in town. And yeah, you just end up you just work all the hours you get. So yeah.
Just trying to catch up.
Yeah, just
and also because when you're not working, you're technically not making any money. On holiday, as much as you're like, yeah, I'm going to have a proper break. I've prepped everything before you go. You end up doing work. Now, 100%. I am going to be in no fit state to do any work on this holiday, but I am going to have to be on LinkedIn every day. I'm going to have to check my emails because when I went to Berlin, I was like, nah, fuck it. I'm having a break. I'm going to leave LinkedIn. I had scheduled posts, but I didn't interact as much. My engagement went down the fucking pan. And it's taken me until this week to get it back to normal. Yeah. So I am going to have to go on LinkedIn every day, make sure I'm engaging with posts, make sure I'm replying to people.
It is mad.
I have to do it.
It's mad how much we're slaves to LinkedIn, isn't it? Like when we have to be. I had a full week off. And actually, I can't remember who it was. I think maybe it was Andy Dunn or
Andy Dunn did a post
about it.
Yeah.
He stayed off LinkedIn, didn't he, for that week he was away?
It was one of the things. I read it and I was like, I'm glad somebody else has noticed these trends.
Yeah.
And he pointed something out and I was like, oh, fuck, I'm doing that. I need to stop doing it. I can't remember what it was.
Because he posted about the fact that he left LinkedIn alone for a week or so.
Yeah, well, he was on holiday.
And it all dripped off. Do you know what? I kind of just accepted that was going to happen. So I think I did my last post and then I logged into...
You did schedule a post though, but didn't go out.
I scheduled it for the wrong fucking week. I scheduled it because I was like, well, it was a KOSI short because I wanted to make sure the KOSI stuff was still going out. So I've scheduled it, but not for last Thursday. I've scheduled it for this Thursday. And it's the short from the last episode of our favourite Recruitment Agency Expo speaker.
Let's not get into that again. We haven't got 20 minutes spare today.
So yeah, so I fully had a detox. Like I've been in Turkey. No new teeth, no new hair. Although I am trying a short mullet now, guys.
When you said mullet, we speak in the car before an episode. When you said a mullet, I was imagining like a mullet is more of a strip in the middle, isn't it?
No, that's a mohawk.
Oh,
Mohawk.
Right. I was getting confused.
Is that what your brother had?
Yeah.
Oh.
mohawk.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what the fuck?
I'm going for a short mullet. This is what that's called. This is what the kids call it.
No, I like it.
Call it.
The kids.
So yeah,
You're going to be cool.
Been in Turkey. My average step count was 18,000 steps every day. That was just like slides, walking between the beach.
That's good.
Yeah, it was amazing. I even played football twice.
I know, I saw on your story, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Poor Cheryl.
For those that don't follow me on Instagram, it's at twindadsci, shameless plug.
Yeah.
But kids aren't 4 yet, and you have to be 4 to get in the kids club. On like day 1, day 2, we just stroll in the kids club and we're like, oh, just came to check out the facilities, walking around. We're like, right, so we just leave them here, yeah? And they're like, well, how old are they? And we're like, they're 4 next month. And then the girl was like, they need to be 4 now. She went, well, we'll go check. She's gone back in the office.
She just said they were 4.
And then come
They're not going to ask for their birth certificates.
No, they've got their date of birth. It's all on the room, isn't it? Because they've got the passports and stuff. Because she then went, just to see if we were lying, she went, what's your room number? So she went off, checked it, came back, and I think because it was outside of school holidays and it was quiet, the ratio of like staff in the kids club to kids there was like almost 1-to-1 on Sundays. So the kids loved it. They went in, they took him in. Me and Sheza squeezed in 2 pool parties.
I know, I saw.
It looked like I was, someone messaged me going, are you in Ibiza?
Well, I was because I saw like a couple of them and I was like, Si's fucking steaming. He's got to pick his kids up from the kids club soon. How's he going to function? But wasn't it open till midnight, the kids club?
The kids club was open till midnight.
Banging. I'm going to have to tell my sister about this hotel.
They've got Tom's face. It's like, I can't believe it, mate.
Till midnight.
Over to midnight. It's got beds in there.
That is my kind of fucking...
It's got beds in there. They're like, if you want to bring their pajamas, we'll put them in their pajamas and put them to bed. And then you just have to carry them back. Or they'll put you in a little cart back
That is
to your room.
so good.
It is a very luxurious resort.
But that is really catering to like the reasons why you go on. It's not that you don't want to spend time with your kids, but you do deserve a break. And they love Kids Club.
They fucking love it. I mean, Miles was in his element, man. He was just loving it.
It'd be different if they weren't loving it, but they love it.
There was one day they didn't love it, but that was fine.
Tough shit, you're going in.
There were two pool party days. We were like, they need to go in. They need to go in. So we gave them whatever they wanted in the morning. Like, I'm talking ice cream for breakfast. Yeah. Like Mila basically ate Nutella for a week. Right. It's just like dollops of Nutella on pancakes.
Just keep thinking of that pool party.
Yeah. So it was good. We had I've had such a nice break. Like I topped up the family cup. Me and Cheryl got some nice one-to-one time together.
Nice.
We got pissed together. But the football story is that we got rid of the kids and me and Cheryl were at the beach bar. And I was like, I saw on the entertainment that there was like a daily 5:30 kickoff, like people playing football. So I was like, I'm just going to go over there and see if there's anyone playing football. She's like, just go, will you? I know you want to go play. So I just left Cheryl. Cheryl got steaming. Cheryl
made friends, did you?
Yeah. Me and.
Were they British or?
No, do you know what? This is why I love football
There's a lot of Russians that go to Turkey.
Loads of Russians. So
Germans,
Romanians, Kazakhstani people. Turkish people as well, from Istanbul and other big cities.
Look how football brings different cultures together.
Not one shared spoken word.
Was it just catching each other's eye and the
like the Turkish lads were always like hep hep, which I think means here, and then like the Russian geezers didn't say a word. They were just like, huh, possible. It was like like that. That was basically it because no one spoke the same language.
What were you doing?
I was speaking full English.
Oh, were you?
I was like,
that is such a British. Isn't that such a British thing to do, mate? And they're like, I haven't got a fucking excuse me what you're saying. Yeah.
No, it was amazing. I mean, like. I've obviously lost a bit of weight over the last few months, right? I think I'm like almost 10 kilos lighter and I'd given up on playing football ever again because my knees just can't handle it. I've had like torn ACLs, the lot. Like I am a classic story of played football when I was a kid, tore my ACL. I don't think I'd ever made it pro.
Millennial problems.
Yeah. But yeah, when I played like one of the games, I was like, I had my Whoop on, right? One of the games, I burnt 1,200 calories in like an hour.
On an all-inclusive holiday, that's pretty good going.
Good going.
Because normally if I go on an all-inclusive, I bring my gym kit and I go once, maybe twice, then I'm like, it's a no from me.
Mate,
I put on about 10 stone.
This gaff was unbelievable.
It was unbelievable. Stunning. If I ever go back, I want to go back to Turkey again.
Yeah.
But I find it's more of a couples. I've gone with partners that are like a past boyfriend, but I wouldn't go now, like single. Do you know what I mean? But if I ever, I'm going to change my language. When I meet the man of my dreams and I go back and I want to go on a couple's holiday, I am going to Turkey. Yeah. Was there too many kids there though?
No,
there?
Do you know what the thing is as well? Is I find with Arab or Middle Eastern or Muslim countries, like they're just so tolerant of kids. And like one thing I noticed was me and Cheryl.
The Greeks are like that.
Yeah. Well, me and Cheryl noticed it. I mean, it might just be a British thing then, because me and Cheryl noticed it. We were like, not one person is shouting at their kids on this holiday. Like, and the kids aren't, no one's being that feral.
Sister noticed, my sister went to Croatia with like her immediate family, like her husband and the kids. And it was like a holiday park, resort-y thing. It looked amazing, brilliant, like really nice facilities. And they said exactly the same thing. They said people were just letting their kids, don't get me wrong, if they were being really naughty, they weren't letting them get away with murder, but they were very tolerant and people were just letting their kids be a bit freer. Yeah. So like there was entertainment, you know, like the big studio, I can't think of the word. My sister and Stu were like, oh, Nell's running off a Ruben. And then in the end they were like, hold on, everyone else is just letting their kids run free. Let's just let them go. And just, they barely shout like...
Yeah. Mate, it was
and the kids were like, they were naughty.
No one's been naughty.
They were just so much more relaxed.
Yeah, honestly, we were like, how comes no one's shouting at the kids? Like, and we did a cheap and cheerful Spain holiday 1 year. Loads of British people in that.
Yeah, of course there was.
All you can hear is
shouting,
Mason, come back here. Da, da, da. It's just like, you were just like, oh God. And there was none of that on this holiday whatsoever. All the staff were really nice. Food was banging. It was like, it cost a small fortune, but we're going back.
But you would have saved money on the kids' food.
Kids' food, or even our food, and all the all-inclusive stuff was all top-shelf stuff.
Yeah, it is. So it is banging stuff.
Drinking so you Havana 7 all week.
It feels like you've spent a lot, but I think you are saving in the long run. Because if you were going out, then if you add up that's why me and my friend do all-inclusive in Ibiza, even though we barely eat any of the food. For the drinks alone, like if you think how much you'd be spending going to the bars for pre-drinking and whatever.
Yeah, €10 a pop, €15 a pop. Yeah. I genuinely can't recommend taking off. It was my first time to go in there. The hotel was called Regnum, the Crown, Regnum Carrier. I 100%.
Hashtag influencer.
Trying to get a free holiday, basically. But no, I recommend it massively. I feel good. I feel refreshed. Usual small business owner grind this week of getting back on top of things.
I kind of love it in a way, though. Like, I am on, like, don't get me wrong, this week is like chocker. But I thrive off this shit. Yeah. Like, I think I said to you on Sunday, I even did a bit of work Sunday night. I watched KOSI, our gig draft, which is so good. We won't get into that because that's another whole conversation. But I was like, come at me for this week. When my diary is back to back and I've got to be super efficient and organised, that's when Kate is at her best. Yeah, it is a banging feeling when a bit of pressure, a bit of diary pressure. Love it. It's good, yeah. I spent most of yesterday writing out a giant to-do list, and I've set myself like deadlines for each of those things, and then I time blocked it all in. And then yesterday I didn't turn on Teams, and so only 2 clients reached out over WhatsApp. They're like, "Oh, you're back today?" I was like, "I am." Leave me alone. But they've all booked in for this afternoon. So after this, I'm heading back. I've got a chocker afternoon. I'm going to try and pick up the kids from nursery because I just want to pick up the kids from nursery basically. So yeah, that's it. So you are going on holiday on Friday. Saturday. Big Ibiza 9 trip. 9 days. Woohoo! I don't know. We were meant to have 3 days off. Yeah. Unfortunately, those 3 days were next to each other. But unfortunately, now it's 2 days. Because the DC-10 Circle Loco lineup came up. We were in Berlin, actually. We were in the airport lounge. And Soph was like, oh my God, look at the lineup. She showed me, I went, book those tickets now. So 2 days off. So I don't know what I'll be like when I get back, but it'll be worth it. Oh, the Instagram honestly, I can't wait. Yeah, you live for this trip. I live for, this is like my, it's like, I can't describe, it's like my place. It's your Champions League final. Yeah. It's your Champions League final. Nessa's Champions League final, Ibiza. Yeah, so I'll have some very good stories for you next episode. I can't wait for that. What did you bring with you, by the way? Absolutely fuck all. What's that little car? That's not mine. Oh, right. I was looking at thinking, Miles' toy, is it? No, well, I think they do the motorsport stuff, don't they, here as well? Oh, yeah. So I think that must be a remnant from that. No, this morning, I got downstairs, the cat's going mad in the utility room. Most of my clothes are still in the suitcase because we haven't unpacked. And I couldn't get to my cupboard in the utility room because the cats would have run out and I didn't have time. So I dug out a pair of Vans from a cupboard, from a box under. I know, I was looking at them thinking, I haven't seen you wearing them before. These I think I actually do miss them. And then, I just threw on whatever clothes I could find that were clean, if I'm honest with you, and just had to shut the door out. And then I listened to the gig episode on the drive up here.
And
did that jog your memory?
That jogged my memory. And I was like, fuck.
Well, speaking of the gig episode, that's what made me bring my button.
Yeah.
Oh, client.
No discount, all right.
Didn't go off in the car, actually, which was good.
Nice.
So I bought that just in case we need it. And then I just bought a couple of my crystals.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't talk about my witchy shit, my spiritual side much on the show, but I genuinely, this is in my office every day, so this is citrine, and it's good for financial abundance. But I hold this, I'm always, even if I'm at a desk, I have to be moving, like clicking a pen or something. So I hold this every day in my hand, and when I'm on meetings, I'm like this constantly. But this is ametrine, so it's really good for it's financial again, but like positive confidence, abundance, basically.
Nice.
So I thought I'd bring it with me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is actually final episode of season 1 of KOSI.
What a season.
6 months in. I did think we'd get here, but I didn't think it would go the way it has gone.
It's gone so fast.
Yeah.
And it's like just gone amazing. Like it's gone amazing. The way the YouTube channel has grown, I can't get my head around it. Like, because I've got another YouTube channel, cheeky plug, and it took me ages to get it to the point where we've got to, in terms of like viewers and the response we're getting.
Yeah.
Great response on LinkedIn. People love the clips, but I think it's exciting. So we're gonna have an Instagram soon.
Yes.
So it's only going to grow, but I couldn't be happier with.
Yeah.
It's been so much fun.
It's been so much fun.
So much fun. And I think there's things we're talking about. Like I had Jo messaged me. She was watching the last episode and she was like loving our expo. Right? You know, people are like loving what we're bringing to the table.
Yeah, I think so. And I think, if I'm honest, I think the Instagram page will be great for KOSI because we are still a little bit filtered on LinkedIn. Like,
Yeah,
I
we
think
are.
Like, we don't want to be like, you know, we also have to pay our mortgages. And so we don't want to get shadow banned on LinkedIn. We don't want to get like cancelled on LinkedIn.
And we can't
stuff like that.
make
It's
all
like,
our content cozy because we've got our businesses.
exactly.
So it'll be nice to have a place where it's all cozy stuff every day.
That is a struggle, isn't it? Because I try and do one KOSI post a week.
One a
I try and
week,
do one
yeah.
personal post, and then I try and do like stuff on the move.
You need your sales focused posts.
Need the sales focus post, exactly. But yes, so
Should we get
let's get rock and rolling.
cracking? What are we
LinkedIn
doing
posts?
first?
Let's do
LinkedIn posts. Do you want to go first?
I'll go first, yeah.
I like how we switched from episode 1 of not telling each other. Because in the car, I was like, oh, I wonder what posts and stories Si's got for today. Will it be another oil and gas story? That's what I'm hoping.
Nah, there isn't. Not today. Well, I sent a message out to all the oil and gas lads the other week saying, lads, I need all the stories. I'm actually going to be seeing them in a few weeks, hopefully. At a football game.
Season 2. What a way to kick off season 2.
Oil and gas, O&G stories.
Yeah.
Where do your screenshots go again? They go to pictures, don't they? I took some screenshots this morning. Okay. Here we go. All right, this is a good one. Well, I think it's a good one anyway. So basically, what's happened is this is a message from a recruiter to a candidate who's applied for a role.
Okay.
And it's a screenshot of the message. I'm going to read it out. Thank you for your interest in our position. It's easy to just push an apply button and fling your information to as many opportunities as possible. But with that ease comes a less effective outcome. And that's not what we're looking for. What we are interested in is people who actually read the job description and know they are fit for this role. If you are a match, our post will resonate with you and you'll naturally want to take the next steps. If you're looking to get one more quick glance at your resume, congratulations, you got another glance. We hope you'll be able to land a killer job that way. It just won't work for us. That is
I'm really confused.
So a candidate has applied for a job online. The recruiter thinks that they've hit quick apply and not looked at the job because they think they're not a match for it. So and they've decided to send this message to them saying, what you like, basically calling them out for just hitting quick apply and applying for roles that aren't relevant. I'll tell you what I think.
Are they relevant?
No. I don't know actually, because I can't see the job and I can't see the person who's applied.
Right.
But the recruiter is calling the person out for a quick apply because they're not fit for the role.
Yeah.
Let's just assume they aren't fit for the role.
Yeah.
And they have just quick applied. I feel like it's not a nice message. Like, I just don't need, like, I don't see the need to send this message. But I do get the frustration with quick apply because one click apply or quick apply.
They have it on job boards as well, don't they?
Now it's just like you can even like preload cover letters, preload CVs, and have multiple. So when you quick apply, you select. So whilst I think this is a douchebaggy email message to send someone,
the time it took for him to write that, unless he's copied and pasted it, or it could be an auto response.
Might have set it up auto. To be fair,
They could have worded it better,
much better.
Much and also, I found that quite confusing. Like, as a candidate, I'd be like, what are you talking about?
Like, I also, like, are you saying my method does work, or are you saying it doesn't work?
Yeah, I think that's... Do you know who posted about this problem the other day? And it was a really good post, was Tim Davey.
Oh, really?
Interview.
Yeah.
He posted saying, look, I totally get why people moan about recruiters not coming back to them. I get it, but this is the situation. I've just put X ad up.
Yeah.
I've had X amount of applications. It was a lot. And about, like, basically most of them were completely irrelevant. And he was like, I have not got time to go back to all those people. And when I say irrelevant, we're talking, like,
wild.
He's looking for an infrastructure engineer. We've got a cleaner applying.
Yeah.
And it's like, I haven't got time to go through all those 90-odd people and tell you you're not right. Or even email. So I'm not going to come back to you.
No.
So
and God forbid you send an auto message, because then you get pulled up for sending an automatic message and not caring enough. Yeah,
but if you are not relevant in any way, you can't expect a response. You shouldn't be applying for things. But if you are slightly relevant, that's different. Yeah. He was saying, of course I'll come back to you. But I haven't got time to be ringing up all the cleaners and bus drivers that have applied. Yeah. For an IT infrastructure engineer. Do you know what I mean?
If you're in the right sphere, then it warrants a cillback. And that's how...
Because it could lead to something else.
Exactly. But if it is wildly not matching, then no, I wouldn't. It's a really tricky one, isn't it? Because I think a lot of people are desperate for work at the moment, and a lot of people are looking for work, and I feel for anyone that's having a struggle. Do you know what? There's a guy
There's a lot of posts I'm seeing where people are struggling.
There's a guy I went to school with, Howard, I'm sure he wouldn't mind mentioning it, Howard Hall. He worked at Barclays for like 10 years or 12 years or something silly like that, and then got made redundant, maybe. Hopefully I'm not butchering this. He was looking for a job for 16 months or something like that. Like, he's a university graduate, he's a people person, like he's worked at Barclays for many years, and couldn't get a job for ages. He recently has got one though. But one thing I would say is people are desperate to find jobs. They don't need a nasty message like that, if I'm honest. That's just not warranted. Like, that's just a bit of a douchey response in my opinion. But I think job boards and bloody LinkedIn have to take some of the brunt for this, because they
should be some qualifying questions or something.
They're leaning into the fact that people are desperate for job and want to get bulk applications out the door, because then they feel like they're progressing in their job search. So they've created this feature which actually doesn't serve a good purpose at all. And again, they're just serving their own purpose of, we're providing something nicer experience for our users, because they feel like they can apply to loads of jobs quickly. Flip side, LinkedIn are charging bloody fortunes for job slots. So we're paying for job slots
with the relevant people,
with the relevant candidates.
But
it's their algo match. It's their algorithm that matches people. So you say you want an
they email
manager,
and stuff, don't they?
And then all of a sudden, click. And then what does it do? It just creates noise. So yeah, fuck you LinkedIn and fuck you job boards, man. Like, for fucking it up for everyone. Just fucked
Let's not make this into a short, because we'll get shadow banned.
Sorry, yeah. Maybe we'll bleep out LinkedIn, Tom.
Yeah, we can say that, because the long form is actually just going to go on YouTube, and YouTube might quite like that. But it is annoying, and I get the underlying message in it.
Yeah.
But that message is
douchey.
Yeah, not great.
Yeah.
Not great. Right, we're on posts, aren't we? Just trying to go into my folder and have a look for mine.
I just see my next one, and it's making me laugh. So
is it?
Look at it. My next one is a very stupid one, though.
Is it? Right, mine's still loading. So I'm just thinking I'm going to start. Do I start with a funny one or the more serious? Right, I'm going to start with the funny one. I actually had this for last episode, and I forgot about it, and I found it. I was like, yes, I am so glad I found this. So it's an agency I know of in Bristol. One of the co-founders posted a screenshot of a Gumtree conversation.
Oh, well, the advert, like the selling marketplace.
Yeah. And his name's Jan Alexander de Swart, I think his name is.
Posh.
Yeah, they are quite posh, actually. Really nice guys, but posh. So he put listed 6 rattan, is it rattan chairs?
Rattan, yeah.
Yeah, on Gumtree, free to collect. Expected plot, are they still available? Arrange collection, wave goodbye to the chairs. They're free, right? So that's what you'd expect. Actual plot, an abrupt dive into unexpected personal drama, a slightly too personal question, and then nothing, ghosted. Final scene, me alone, holding the chairs, wondering if John ever found closure. So the message, right, is, obviously this will come up on the screen. Hi, Jan, I'm John. You okay? You still have the rattan chairs. Cheers, John. Kiss. It's quite nice to put a kiss, isn't it? So he just put yes. And then he said, oh, hi, Jan. I'm only 2 miles from you. Are they heavy? Kiss. No, standard chair weight. It's just my wife has been cheating on me. I'm sorting house and garden out. Kiss. She went with 2 black guys at the same time at a hen party last month. Another kiss. You ever been cheated on before? Kiss. Is it okay to pop round tonight? Say 8 p.m. Kiss. And he put nightmare, not to my knowledge. Busy today. Tomorrow should work. It just made me laugh. It was like, not to my knowledge.
Not to my knowledge.
But like oversharing to the max reminds me of Luke on our last episode. Yeah. But just cracks me up. Like vintage Gumtree, anything like that. You get the messages you get from people. Yeah. I just thought that was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, that's
absolutely
so
brilliant.
That's so good.
So funny.
Cheryl's going through that at the moment because she's trying to get rid of all the the baby stuff that we got on
Facebook,
Vinted, on like Facebook Marketplace and stuff.
Oh,
like that.
Facebook Marketplace, that's another one.
But the good thing about Facebook Marketplace is you can go look at people's profiles and work out how much of a wrong one they are.
Oh, God, honestly, people are like unbelievable. I get
oversharing was so good there.
Oh, like the massive overshare.
Not to my knowledge.
But just the way he responded, like, not to my knowledge, like, just not, like,
swerved it.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. He just swerved. And then got ghosted. Imagine waiting, thinking, like, where's this guy picking his shares up then? And the lack of question marks, but the amount of kisses. Yeah, the ratio wasn't quite right there.
Do you know what? It's weird. Kissing exes is an interesting one, isn't it? Because even in my work life now, I've got the odd client that will randomly throw a kiss in a message with me now. But I mean, I've been working with them for a long time. But I'm always a little bit like, as soon as I see it, I'm always like, what? Yeah,
it's a funny one, right? So I get so some of the consultants I work with, I get like, well, and the managers, I get really close to them.
Yeah.
Like professionally close.
Yeah,
Just want to put that out there. But then some of the girls will start putting kisses on the end, and I call people love, don't I? Right, yeah. That's my tip. So I start like, hi, love, you all right? So, but I don't look at it. It's never, the message is never inappropriate around it. So I just think it's just endearing.
Yeah. I know, but some people do get weird about that, don't they?
It's just one kiss. If it was like 10 kisses, I'd be like, okay, chill out.
Mine's lovely. If I ever say hello, lovely. Lovely is always.
Don't say that to me.
Well, yeah, you're Ness, innit? You're just Ness. I don't think he's lovely. Sarah McGinn's always a lovely.
Yeah.
Kate, Alda.
Yeah, it's a term of endearment.
Yeah. Mine's another LinkedIn DM screenshot.
Oh.
Yeah. This is just so stupid.
There's a lot more of these being called out now.
I know, yeah. This one just made me chuckle because it is just a bit stupid and funny. Okay, so the first message is the recruiter. The auto response thing is giving away her first name, but we'll block that out when we put it out.
Tom will do his magic.
So, LinkedIn DM, here's the message from a recruiter to a candidate. Hi, X. Great implementation background. I'm working with a leading SaaS-based platform in the construction space, seeking an implementation manager. Great hiring manager, remote. Interested? ? Talk soon! ! Reply comes back within 3 minutes. I can see the timeline here. Sure, I'd love to hear you out. A few days later, message from the recruiter.
3 days?
Yeah, a few days later, I think it is. Message from the recruiter. Hi, X. Do you have implementation experience? It's like, you fucking opened your message to them saying they've got great implementation background, ! And now you've gone back and said...
Do you think it's an auto message?
It must be a blanket message, right?
Oh, this really annoys me.
Must be a blanket message, but what a rubbish bit of Like what? Look at it. It is just look at the info on it.
It's just going to annoy me.
It's just that it's like, and you can understand why candidates or people get frustrated having to deal with recruiters.
Right, I'm going to really pick this apart now, but this is just how my fractional sales director brain works. Right, cheeky plug. First of all, the second message: do you have implementation experience? Close question. How about tell me more? What implementation experience? Exactly. That would have landed.
That would have landed well.
And she could have got away with it.
Or get them on a call. Yeah.
Or when are you free for a chat?
Yeah.
But if we go back a step, first of all, why are you saying to a candidate and a great hiring manager? They don't call them hiring managers. That's our fucking terminology. Say great
manager
or leader in the business or whatever. I just think there's this is lazy and. Lazy. There's nothing else I can say about it.
It's lazy. And also not checking what you first messaged. So I've used automated emails. I've done bulk message campaigns before on LinkedIn as a recruiter, as a salesperson for my own business.
But that would come up in the chat.
You would see it in the chat. So the first thing you do when you get a LinkedIn reply, what did I say to this person to get the reply?
Scroll it takes seconds to look at the history. Because, she could have, first of all, 3 days is fucking pathetic to get back to something that says, I'm interested.
For them to having messaged you
3
minutes.
3 days.
And they message you 3 minutes after your first message.
That's a bite there, yeah. So I'd be like, when are you free? Let's get on a call.
Yeah.
Lazy. Oh, it didn't go off.
No, this.
I know it's not relevant.
But it's the level of anger.
It's the level of anger.
It's the level of anger. We actually need one of those buttons in that voice for basically everything. We need one that's lazy recruitment. Don't do it. Get on the phone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Or just like a Britain's Got Talent buzzer. Yeah. You know, the one where they're a no.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you know what? I'm going to get this one. For the season 2, I'm getting this one.
Fuck, it's a great idea.
And we're going to leave it there.
Yes.
So we can slam it when we don't like something.
Yeah, and then should we get a golden buzzer in? And then we can have something that takes the
Tom,
wind
do you reckon we can get like thing, you know when they press it on Britain's Got Talent and all the gold sparkles come down from the ceiling? Can we do that?
Yeah.
Is it in budget?
In budget.
Yeah, we're on season 2, we're levelling up.
Yeah, I love it. So that one just made me giggle.
Well, this leads, do you know what? This actually leads quite nicely into my post, I think, right? Because... Okay, so I ammed and ahed, right, about choosing this, but I genuinely want your honest opinion on it.
Yeah.
And I read it and I was quite baffled, to be honest. Oh, okay. So this is a post from somebody who is like a trainer for our industry.
Okay.
Okay, so just bear that in mind, right?
Do I know them?
I don't think you will. Okay. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe not. Oh no, I've cut the top of the post off. Hold on, bear with, I can find it. Oh no, I've got it. Okay. Recruitment mistakes I've made, part 1.
Whoa.
We have all made this mistake, but unfortunately, most still are making it and are completely unaware how badly it's affecting them. When I first started, I won a client who had a couple of roles on. They were a medium-sized company for the industry and were looking to expand. They had won plenty of work and just needed some people to fulfill it. I agreed decent terms and exclusivity. I thought I had hit the jackpot, but I assume he means hit the jackpot, as they were going to be hiring 10 plus people over the next 12 months. I set to work and found some quality candidates. They loved them and booked in interviews. Interview day came and I was in a great mood as I was sure I had a few placements come in. Then disaster strikes. They didn't turn up to the interview. But this is not what you think. My candidate was there. I think he means candidates because he was saying, multiple people, but the client wasn't. I spent the morning trying to chase them down and keep my candidates updated. I managed to reschedule the interviews, panic over. That is until the new interview day. They didn't turn up again.
Oh, God.
They assured me that they wanted to see them and make a hire, but something had come up. Reluctantly, I rearranged again. Just going to calm myself down at this point, okay? And keep my fingers crossed. 3rd time's a charm, or so I thought, a 3rd no-show. I cancelled all the interviews and stopped working with them. Unfortunately, I'm not done yet. This post carries on.
Oh, wow.
A few months later, I had a great candidate who was looking for work and needed a job ASAP. They were hiring, as in the client, the third timers, right? I pre-warned the candidate about what had happened and we agreed to go for it. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. They were keen to see him and assured me that it wouldn't happen again as they had someone else dealing with recruitment now. But would you believe it? It happened again.
No.
This was the client that taught me how to be more selective with my clients and ruthless with my time and who I spend it on. This is one of the many things that I coach recruiters on in his Recruitment Academy. If you want to sign up, blah, 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 blah. Before I say my piece on this, can I get your listening to this post?
Yeah.
From the perspective of you've been a recruiter.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Shit show of a client, like obviously, like no showing as a client or as a human being, no showing to an interview and someone's coming into interview is rubbish. To let it happen a third time is probably, I think after the second, it should have just been completely cut off and go. And also, I would probably rather take people out of that organisation than I would want to place people in there just because of how it's been. Actually, great story to tell in the marketplace about it. So I would never have gone down the route of doing it fourth. I mean, the one saving grace on it is that there was that element of transparency at the end for the fourth time.
I still wouldn't have done it.
I still wouldn't have done it. No way.
I wouldn't be giving a company like that a decent...
No. Not attach my name to it.
No.
But then at the same time, I would say I had an example on Monday. We were talking about a client. This is one of my agency clients I'm working with. They've got a client who's rubbish at giving any sort of feedback, literally take forever to come back. Like, not an A-grade client, although they pay well, fees are good. And if you put something in front of them that's good, they'll rush them
but that's
through
different.
Because you've done business
Taking
there
ages to come back and you've got proof because you've done business before is very different. But like, that is terrible. Not showing up because something came up.
Was it the same person?
The same, it's
the first three was the same.
They're all the same.
First three was the same manager though, wasn't it? Or same person?
They're all of them.
Oh man.
So there's a couple. So why this bothered me, and I did comment and call it out, is so first of all, that person, it sounds like, had just started in recruitment. What manager is letting... Apparently, I called this out and the person said, oh, it's happening all the time in the agencies I go into. I'm sorry, I haven't been into an agency in my whole 5 years of running my business that would let that happen. They wouldn't let it get past 2.
I don't think... I
don't think that's happening.
I think I can count on one hand. The amount of times a client has missed an interview in 15 years.
Well, first of all, this could be completely made up.
Well, yeah.
For the sake of a post.
Yeah. You don't know. Yeah.
But second of all, I think it's worrying. So I'm reading this thinking, right, you're meant to be somebody that's going in to these businesses and helping better practices.
Yeah.
But that's, I don't know, you're like, well, so first of all, I think what manager... He must have had a very hands-off manager that didn't know what was going on. Because I'm telling you now, there's not many managers that would be like, no, you are not booking them in again. Like, that is not happening.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But, and somebody else commented, another L&D person, but that's what the market's like at the moment. People are desperate for jobs to work in anything. I'm not seeing that in any of the businesses I'm speaking to. They might need business and work, but they're not doing that. I just read it and I thought, this is a load of shit.
I feel like sometimes some of those posts, you'd hope it's a real story anyway. You'd hope it's a real thing. But I feel like some of those stories or real life accounts, they just perpetuate that message about desperation in the marketplace and stuff. Like, I'm not being funny. You'd have to do such a job on a candidate to convince them to go back in for a third time for a no-show.
Well, this is what I mean. Unless they were different candidates. Yeah. Who knows, right? Yeah. But my main bugbear with this is, like, and I'm not just talking about this person specifically. We both know there's more people like that out there like this. People going into L&D and saying they're trainers and coaches that have barely taken a breath as a consultant. I'm talking like a year.
Yeah. I'm not the biggest. I spoke about it on Jamie Burrows' podcast. I think it was Jamie Burrows' podcast or someone else's. No, I spoke about it on Derry's podcast, on the One Up one. And I remember saying to him, I was like, when I set my business up, because you've been doing this longer than I have, haven't you?
Yeah.
But when I set my business up, I think there were 5 or 6 people that set up their consultancies around the same time. I did that in inverted commas because we call them different things, not because I don't think they're real consultancies. And we all set up our businesses at different times. And I think in that first year, we just all bled into each other. Like because we needed to work, right? We needed to pay a mortgage, I needed to feed my kids. So we all took work on that we probably shouldn't have done. Now we've all stabilized. I'd say about half have gone back in-house and disappeared so it's less crowded now than it was 2 years ago. And the ones that have left, we've all found our lane. So actually, all of a sudden, we're now passing each other work or doing it on the same paper.
Yeah, it's nice when it's like that.
But the ones that have stayed the course and are being successful versus the ones that dropped off, the biggest difference is the level of experience they had on the tools or as recruiters. I do ops consulting, rec tech consulting, ops consulting, and a bit of performance stuff. But most of the ones that are still around have done recruitment or been in agency settings for longer than X amount of time.
I just think I still learn now, right?
Yeah.
If I think of everything I experienced, if I think back to my first year,
yeah,
I was in no way knowledgeable, experienced enough to try to tell other people how to do this job and really give strategic, solid guidance, advice, everything.
Yeah.
I'm still learning now.
Yeah.
You know, I've been in the industry nearly 13 years. No, it is 13 years. It's my anniversary in September.
Yeah, nice.
And I'm still learning things myself, you know, but I read that post and I was like,
is it? Yeah, I know what you mean. But to your point around people that are like doing L&D or sort of consulting or advisory stuff in the space, I think I say it to everyone all the time anyway, is because I sometimes get asked by my clients, we're thinking about using this fractional, the word fractional, right?
I know.
It's a big one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like it's very popular. Like, I think to be fractional, you have to be exceptionally good.
And I think
you can't deliver the value in the fractional amount of time.
Because it's fractional, you're more hands-on.
Yeah.
Like I've gone into more fractional now because I miss being so hands-on. So I'm still doing the training and coaching.
Yeah.
But I was sort of getting to that point anyway, and I thought, well, hold on a minute. What I'm doing now isn't just training and coaching, and I miss being on the tools. So I like being with clients now and doing the BD myself, helping them map at the accounts, getting on the database, accessing the data instead of having to ask for it and being on the sidelines because I enjoy it and I'm fucking good at it.
Yeah,
so why not use my skills?
100%. Yeah. That's a fair point.
By the way, this was in no way for me to be like, I'm better than that person.
No.
Not at all. I just read it and I thought, if that is true, that is worrying that somebody let him do that. Yeah. But B, that it shouldn't have been a mistake that was made in the first place.
Shouldn't happen.
And I would be very I don't know any agencies, and I know you've just agreed, that would I don't believe that's happening a lot in the industry now. Correct me if I'm wrong, if anyone's watching.
Once is fine. Twice, no way.
4 times?
Nah, that's outrageous.
No.
Yeah, and on the point around suppliers in the sector, right? I'm working on something in the background at the moment with a few other industry people to try and tackle the problem of, vetted experts in the marketplace. Yeah. I think it's important, if you are going to hire someone to advise you on your recruitment agency, get people that have solid experience in a recruitment agency setting.
Yes.
That is beyond 12 months at least.
If they're new in their business, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if they've got proven experience, don't write them off because they've only had their business for 6 months to a year, because it doesn't mean they're not, but look at, I think that's an important point, is look at the overall rounded experience.
And if their overall experience isn't listed on their LinkedIn profile, and the only thing that you can see on their LinkedIn profile is their consultancy business, whatever they consult on for the last 3, 4, 5 years or whatever it is, ask them for a copy of their CV, because they'll have one from somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. So just thought I'd bring it. I am denied about it, but I thought, no, I'm going to bring it to the table. So I really...
It's a weird one.
I wanted to know, am I reading this and being a bitch? Yeah. or am I being... Because I know sometimes I was quite cutthroat as a consultant.
No, that is a genuine eyebrow raiser. Yeah. That's what it is.
I mean, I can't raise my eyebrows. I had my Botox done yesterday. I genuinely can't. So I can't move. But I was like...
That is an eyebrow raiser.
And it worried me that someone else agreed with it. There was also another L&D person. I was like,
I'm seeing this too, but that's LinkedIn. It's the echo chamber.
Yeah.
LinkedIn is not.
He
real
probably
life.
maybe said, "Oh, mate, do me a favour."
Yes. Stick a comment on that, will you?
Stick a comment on
it. Okay, cool. Let's go and do stories.
Stories. I've got some good ones today.
I've got.
How are we doing for time?
We've got 15-ish minutes cutting it fine. Maybe we'll cut the personal shit at the end.
Yeah, we haven't got much to say.
I've got two.
We said about personal stuff at the start.
Yeah. I've got 2 stories. One of them is
my personal thing is very short, by the way.
Yeah, I don't have one. It's literally blank under personal story. Right.
Go on, tell yours.
Okay, cool. So this made me chuckle because I was like, it just brought me back to a time. My favourite job as a recruiter, hands-on, was at an agency called Aim Higher Global. It's not there anymore.
What a name.
It went Aim Higher Global, yeah. We actually went to an industry event and gave out condoms.
No way.
And on the packaging, it was Enterprise Tech Conference, and on the packaging it said Aim Higher.
That is brilliant.
So good. Anyway, twin brothers owned it. I learned loads from one of them, nothing from the other one because he was useless. But we were like this little agency in Teddington, and but we were like one of the biggest ITSM recruiters. We had 150 contractors out in this one marketplace.
The golden days.
We did, honestly, it was so good. So we just literally worked the market. We hired this fella. Well, we didn't hire this fella. The useless owner decided he wanted to hire this fella and then convinced his twin brothers that owned it, to hire this other fella. He was about 7 foot tall.
Really?
Yeah, 7 foot tall. He used to come into work every day with a 2-litre bottle of Pepsi and put it under his desk.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Glug on his thing. I don't know what he's doing now.
That is vile. I would literally have been giving him daggers across the room.
We didn't really get along, me and matey, but it was just some of the things he did just was a bit, I don't know. Listen, he's 7 foot, so I'm not going to call him out. So, anyway, we started working. So what the co-founder, one of the owners who had the relationships with one of the vendors we dealt with, knew that we had a relationship with like the global VP of services. I was going to say, for argument's sake, let's call him Billy, but his name was Billy. Anyway,
was it?
So Billy,
What about Bob?
I'll use Bob in a minute.
Yeah.
So Billy is the client, VP of Global Services. So co-founder, owner, manager calls up Billy. Billy's like, yeah, listen, we've got this project kicking off over here, this project kicking off over here, this is happening here. We're going to need this skill set here, this skill set there, da, 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 da. And that's how we worked. We just got the inside scoop. Then we went and found the people. We lined them up. It's I miss those days. Anyway, so I get given.
I can see you getting quite excited.
I get given. I used to love it.
Are you aiming higher over the story?
So Ross is the co-founder, Ross McMahon. Good bloke. I haven't spoken to him in years, actually. I should probably reach out, but good bloke. He was like, right, Si, you need to line up these people for this project. And he turned over to Bob, this recruiter, who I worked with, 7 foot Bob. I'm like, Bob, can you call matey? Like, because Ross knew all the names of everyone. He's like, call matey and matey B, matey C, and tell him we've got this coming down the track, da, da, da. And so 7 foot Bob used to lean back in his chair, pick up the phone, and he'd call these candidates. And you know how people like to make themselves out to be bigger and more important?
Yeah.
So he'd be leaning back, bottle of Pepsi on his desk like that.
It's making me feel
and he was
sick.
just on the phone, he'd be like, hey, candidate. Yeah, listen, just got off the phone to Billy.
I know what you're trying to say.
Just got off the phone to Billy. He says he wants you on this project on this date.
Oh my God,
like, right.
so funny.
And then he'd finish the call and he'd be like, yeah. All right, I'll give Billy a call now. And then he'd get right, and they'd turn around to Ross and be like, yeah, Ross, he said he could do it, mate. And me and Ross would be sitting there going, why did you say you just got off the phone to Billy? Why did you need to say...
Did he even qualify the candidate or no?
We knew what everyone did.
Right,
we knew
right.
what everyone did. We just knew who could do what.
They were already in the old talent pool.
Yeah. You know. And we're like, mate, why did you say you just got off the phone to Billy? Have you ever met Billy? He's like, nah. I was like, but what happens if one day like you speak to someone and they're sat next to Billy? Or
they say to Billy in the interview,
I was like,
oh, Bob's your mate, yeah? Bob who?
Yeah, he's carried on doing it.
Well, did he literally like do all of this?
Mate, he was so, he was.
Were you laughing?
At the time, it used to annoy me. It used to not.
Yeah,
I
think it would have annoyed me.
I was a young man and we had the same talent pool to deal with. And
it's a bit cringy, isn't it?
It's a bit cringy. Also, it's just not the truth. It's like, why don't you just say, because everyone knows Ross knows Billy.
Yeah,
why
just
don't you
say,
just say, like, all the candidates knew Ross. So if you just said to the candidate, Ross just spoke to Billy, this is what's happening. What difference, what marginal gain did you get by saying, just got to Billy?
It's reminding me, I don't know if I ever sent it to you, of this really funny video. I've put it in some of my training stuff for the consultants just to like really hone on the fact that like you will look like a twat if you take this approach. And it's this guy doing a parody of like a recruiter. It's exactly the same thing. He's like really cringy. And he's like, yeah, I've just got off the phone with so-and-so from Google. And then at the end, he does a line. I'll send it to you. It's so funny. It is like to a T, the cringiest. Yeah. It's that, basically.
It's that. I mean, honestly, I want to hear more of the cringy stories from listeners. So
yes.
If you worked with a 7-foot Bob that would make out he had relationships like that he didn't have, or
we've not had any cringy.
Cringy.
Yeah, we need them.
We need more cringy one-liners. Cringy recruitment one-liners.
That would have annoyed me at the time, but just listening to it back, that is, you must have been like, what is he doing?
He was genuinely 7 foot tall, boxer, like did white collar boxing, giant bottle of Pepsi. Like leaning back on this chair, just like, just got off the phone to Billy. He's really like, I know it sounds so stupid
he wasn't
to get
asked almost, like, just.
It was the best thing ever. I hope Ross sees this clip when we clip it, because we used to laugh about it all the time. We're like, mate, do you know his surname? It's just so funny. Anyway, that was just my little funny, silly story about cringy liners.
I've got a rookie story. You love the rookie stories.
The best stories.
You are going to love this story. You are going to love it. And even better, it's actually quite recent, I think. I don't think it's not like, you know the rookie stories we bring up are from when we started out. This isn't a 13-year ago story. This is not that longer. I fucking love this story. So this guy had his first recruitment job and he'd done a little bit of sales, but nothing major. Went for this tech recruitment role and basically a mate referred him and he didn't really have to do much to get it. It wasn't a big corporate company. They didn't even have a LinkedIn company page, so like quite a small setup. Right. And because he got the job so easily, he was going in a bit naive and he thought, like, how hard can recruitment be? Like, got this job, walked it, I'm in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he sat in the room, like on day one. I sat in the room when he starts, and there's 10 other people basically, and they announce that they're going to do some role plays. So he's thinking, fuck, this is no good. Because like he's thinking, he's just shitting himself basically. So they sit them in a circle, and they're going around, this manager's like going around one by one and they're having their turns basically. So, you've got that time of listening to everybody, haven't you? Especially if some people are good, right?
Yeah.
And he said, I can remember my hands were sweaty, I was shaking, it was getting closer and closer to me, he was getting more and more nervous and thinking like, what the fuck am I going to say? Like, what am I going to do? And also, I just want to add, he is quite dyslexic and isn't very good at public speaking, tends to swear a lot when he gets nervous. So he's like overthinking and worrying.
Yeah.
And so it came around to him and he just tried to copy what other people had done, but he literally couldn't speak. You know when people get so nervous they can't talk? Oh, I'd be dying for him if I was in that room. He was bright red, shaking, anxiety. So basically his role play was a bag of shit. So after he finished, the manager goes, right, we need to work on this. We need you to come in tomorrow and do it again. But I'm going to bring the other bosses in with me this time. And you're going to have to pitch to all of us. So
what? No
prep, no help. It wasn't like, here's the brief, go home, because it was going to be a different role play.
Yeah.
It's not like he could go home and practice and prep. That was it.
Yeah,
like,
so they
see
made
you
it
tomorrow.
They made it worse by adding more people to it.
Made it worse, yeah.
Wow.
And I suppose you'd be thinking like, well, if I fuck this up, I could lose my job.
Yeah, 100%.
So he's thinking, how the fuck am I going to do that again tomorrow and in front of more of the senior leadership team? Like how?
Yeah.
So he thought, I know, there's only one thing I can do here. Something that will solve all my problems, get me through this role play, on the path to success, start my recruitment career. I'm going to nick some of my dad's beers and I'm going to get pissed for the role play.
Before the role play?
For the role play.
For the role play?
For the Dutch courage. So he thought, I know, I'm just going to get drunk for it. Right? So he goes home, he takes some of his dad's beers out the fridge, puts them in his bag. So he's on the way to work, his bag is like jingling, so he's got his glass bottles in. And he gets into work and they're like, right, we're going to do the role play in about half an hour. So he goes in the disabled toilet and downs these beers, right? Puts the empty bottles back in his bag. So he doesn't want to put them in the bin. Yeah. Somebody would be like, why has somebody got pissed? Like, well, who's been drinking?
Disabled Lou.
So they're all in this circle again, sitting down. He's a little bit nervous, but he's like, oh, I feel all right.
Yeah.
So it's going around person by person. And by the time it gets to him, he's like, come on, I'm ready for this now. He's literally he's like, come on, I can do this now. It's like Bob. Remember we talked about Bob before? He's like, I can do this. So it gets to him and he fucking goes for it, right? And the feedback is like, oh my God, that was amazing. Like, Joe, what have you done overnight to get yourself to this point? Like, you've been amazing. Like, people were like, that was amazing. Because there's other people that are like, oh, Joe, that was so good. Like, what have you done? And he didn't say it, but he was like, well, basically got pissed. He didn't say it to them, but essentially, that is what he did to get through the role play.
I kind of
smashed it.
I kind of rate it. But
But I just love where he thought, I know what I'll do. I'm going to get really drunk. Because that could have gone one or two ways.
Could have gone terribly.
But he said it literally was getting to him and he was like, come on. I can
it.
do this.
I mean, some people do just need a bit of Dutch courage, but...
I don't know if I'd have had the balls to do that.
I wouldn't have the balls to do it, no. Because I'd be more about losing my job for being pissed.
Yeah. But...
Fair play.
He's, what I will add is he's now got his own business. He's running his own recruitment business.
No.
Well,
really?
he's on his own, but he's doing well.
Fair play.
So,
go on, Bob.
Trainees out there, take note. If you have a role play, get pissed.
Couple of beers.
Yeah, I might start bringing beers in for my trainee cohorts. Come on, everyone, we're going to do role play.
That's such a good
Let's
idea.
do some shots. Yeah. But I just loved that story. Yeah. Loved it.
That's so good.
I know.
I love that. Yeah, I do love the rookie stories. They are my favourite. They are my favourite creatures on this planet.
I know.
Rookies.
They made me smile.
We've got 5 minutes or so. I've got a personal / recruitment work story.
Okay.
I'm just going to throw it out there quickly. Do you remember last a few weeks back, I said to you that I got that new client. I'm doing a bit of an interim leadership role for them, and I'm trying to encourage call blocks, headhunting, so on and so forth. And I said to you, I'm going to get on the tools with them.
Yeah.
So in turn, they're a remote agency, right? They're a remote agency. We booked out a day, got in the room. I've got my headset, got on this on the CRM. They've got a really cool bespoke CRM. Pulled out a list of recent people that had logged into their profile, so I could see who's active. And then I got one of the recruiters to write up on the whiteboard live roles, what they're doing, and stuff like that. And I was like, I'm just going to go for it, right? I've done this a million times, right? But I got fucking nervous. I got really, really nervous.
Yeah.
Like, as I got closer to the call block starting, so I set everyone up with the call blocks. We picked a one-liner that you had to get into each cold call, tallied it up, made it a bit more fun. So like a 2-hour block. And then just started dialing.
So you were all dialing at the same time?
All dialing.
Cool.
We booked out a meeting room, which is like half the size of this space.
Nice little buzz.
Yeah, mate, it was good. It was really good. Voicemail. First voicemail comes on. Hi, it's Si from Beep. Calling with regards to your profile on the platform. I understand you might be looking for a role. Please give me a call back on. And I was like, fucking hell, what is my number? I've got no idea. Because I was on their like online VoIP system or whatever like that. And I'm like frantically doing all this. And my number is...
In 2 seconds.
1 second. I remember it.
You're like,
0, 2,
give me the number.
0. I'm like trying to flag them down. And then eventually I find it, write it down on a post-it note, leave it on. And then get through. I did like an hour I did an hour call block. They did 2 because I had to go to meetings. But in that hour call block, I only managed to get through to one person.
Yeah. That's...
But then all of those people have trickled back in. So all the voicemails, all the emails have gone out afterwards. So I flagged the people I called to the consultant so that they could do follow-up emails and stuff.
Forgot the number. That is hilarious.
First one I got on a classic. And the first one I got through to, it was... she was very chatty. I got lucky. She was very chatty. We just ended up having a bit of a chat. She was telling me about the fact that she needed... So basically, I've created a qualification call note template for this agency because all their qualification note types were just all over different types, right? And also just to drive some best practice because if you're not capturing the information. So anyway, so I followed that pretty much, the flow that. And then there was on the personal motivation piece, asking good questions, the usual stuff like, what would it take to make you move? you know, what do your ideal job look like? What would you say are push factors, pull factors? Well, you know, all the usual qualifications.
Oh, I'd love to get stuck
honestly.
into candidate calls.
Mate, I'm telling you.
I get stuck in more on the sales side, the BD,
stuff, yeah.
right? But,
I love the candidate stuff.
Yeah.
And do you know what?
I love it.
I had the founder was sat next to me. Yeah, he was sat there. I was sat here. Consultant. Founder's there. He's tippy tapping working, and I was just an autopilot qualifying, right, taking notes. And every now and again, I'd see them all look at each other, going, "Oh, that's a good question. Oh, that's a good question."
Yeah.
I felt like they were man.
Yeah.
But I was so nervous. I was surprised about how nervous I was.
Do you know probably why it is? And I
mind.
get like this sometimes. When I'm doing the sales for my own business, I'm in my office on my own. Maybe I'm in Starbucks, but it's busy. No one's listening to me.
Yeah.
But it's different when you're in a room of people that are sort of in your world and it's quiet.
Yeah.
Because you're just not used to being around people doing that stuff. Sometimes it's not even the call you're nervous for. It's the like...
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like a performance, isn't it?
Yeah. But I told you I was going to do it, and I put my money where my mouth is when it comes to things like that. I said to the guys, you just need to pick up the phone more. Like, they're great on the phone. They're really good at building relationships.
They just don't do it enough.
They just don't do it enough. So actually...
It's inspiring for them to hear you and see you. Yeah, practice what you preach.
Yeah, practice what you preach. And also, just as a wicked statistic, call times are 300% up, I think, from like when we first started this engagement.
I love seeing those. I love seeing the improvements.
Stupid like that. I will dig that out because I'm very proud of that. And now we're focusing on quality. Now we've got the reps going in. Now we're working on conversions.
And as the quality goes up, the reps will go down.
Exactly.
Or level out. And that's what we like to see.
Exactly. Go on, what was yours?
This is quite a short story, but I thought, again, it was very funny. So I'm going to call this guy Bob, right, that shared the story. He might not mind. He's a regular watcher, but I'll just call him Bob just to be safe.
Yeah.
So he's at the gym, in the changing rooms, just had a shower after his session. And he just started talking to this guy in the changing room. And as recruiters do, right, so this guy basically says... I'm starting my own business. Like, it's about to happen. It's not like I've got an idea. Yeah. It's happening, sort of thing. So as a recruiter, your ears start pricking up here, right? So they're chatting away, and this guy is telling Bob how he's going to be looking for a sales and marketing director. So he's seen these dollar signs, right, in his mind. And at that time, as luck would have it, Bob was representing a really good sales and marketing director. So they're chatting about it relatively casually because they're in the gym changing room. But Bob starts like selling in the candidate. So he's sitting down, he's sort of drying himself off, but he's telling him about this guy he knows. And all of a sudden, this other guy walks over in front of him, and now he's naked. So they were both in towels.
Yeah.
So he's got his fucking schlong eye level.
Yeah.
And just like, is like listening to him like, yeah, as he's pitching this candidate. And he's like, doesn't know where to look because he's... And also he said he was packing some serious heat, right? Yeah. So he's like pitching this candidate basically to this guy's knob, not knowing where to look. And then he's like, what is going on here, sort of thing. But the hustle never stops.
The hustle never stops.
You don't stop at that time, do you?
Nothing throws you off your patter.
Nothing throws you off.
Not even a massive wonga in your face.
No, he just dealt with it, moved on. I just thought that was quite funny.
Yeah, I love it. That's so good.
Short and sweet.
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you leaving a voicemail again?
Do you know, I can remember the little one-liner I like to do of like she's been Nessa.
He's been twin dad Si.
Remember, folks, LinkedIn is not real life.
And that's a wrap, season 1.
Yeah, season 1. See you next season.